Hey, so in having a lot of conversations with some of my friends and some people struggling to have a routine, whether you're working from home or even more so if you don't have a job and you have all this free time in your hands. So I'm sharing what I developed and put into practice for myself for several months, laid up with a knee injury, and this is when I was physically immobile. But hopefully that you can take these and use these in the next couple of weeks ahead while we're still in quarantine to really get through this and maybe have some huge revelations and awakenings in this process. So the first is I started a gratitude journal, and I've had my mentors tell me this and heard this through many things, but a daily gratitude journal writing 5 things a day that I am grateful for, and two sincere things. And I've kept that up ever since. So it's been about 4 years now. So every day, even when you're home, like for me to find gratitude when I was home in pain in bed and not doing a damn thing. But I still had things to be grateful for. So no matter the situation, there's always something to be grateful for. Self-care. So develop those habits. So, I know a lot of women particularly are struggling because the salons are closed, but pamper yourself. And if you have kids, hopefully you can schedule time in your week to have a little escape from them and take a bubble bath with some wine and candles, or do the face mask, or just whatever the case may be. But do take a little time to pamper you while you can. And definitely reflection. Think of what you want your life to be like 5 years from now, how you want to live. And no holds bar, no limits. Do not put any ceiling on it, but really think, where do you want to live? How do you want to live? Whether you already have your family or if you're looking to start one or looking for your partner, what is your family life like? What's your life like with your partner? What's your house like? What activities are you doing? Are you traveling? Especially all of us being unable to travel for months on end. I feel like many of us are going to be bursting at the seams, but create that vision and write it down. If you just have in your head, it's just a wish, but there's a lot of power in writing things down. So write it out, and then from that, figure out what your concrete goals are and the action steps that you need to take to reach these goals for the next 6 months, year ahead, particularly once we reemerge back into our normal routine. If you're not doing so already, now's the time to read or listen. We've all had the excuse of not having any time taken away from us. And so if you have a stack of books, or you've had books suggested to you that you'd never thought you had time to get to, now's the time, whether it's Kindle or Audible or good old-fashioned paperback and hardcover books. But read and listen, even if you listen to or read into fiction. But for me, I'm a huge advocate of personal growth, personal development, and success books. But now's the time to feed your mind, feed your spirit. And what new habits can you develop? New positive habits. And start. Now's the time to start. They say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. So, whether it's getting up a little early and doing some crunches and push-ups in the morning, or, if you don't have a self-care routine every night, doing a skincare regimen, or, every day making a phone call to a friend, whatever it is. But now's the time to develop those habits. So that way, when we do start to get back into a regular routine, these habits will become ingrained and they actually become part of your lifestyle, as opposed to something you're trying to create in the midst of everything else that we're going on. So please use this time. It's been 4 weeks now already. I'm telling you, it's going to be several more weeks before they can even think about the quarantine being lifted. So use this time to be productive, to enrich and grow yourself, to grow your family, to write, to reflect. I'm telling you, you have no idea what revelations, what realizations can come out of this experience when you dig in deep. Take a little time to write, take a little time to do some soul searching, and emerge from this better in mind, body, and spirit.